What's going on, everybody? I'm Jacob Cavazuto with Cab Training, and in this video I'm going to show you guys 4 running back drills to make you guys a playmaker. But before we get started, if you guys want to become better football players and better athletes in general, hit that subscribe button because that's what all my videos are about, and let's get better today. Being a great running back requires instinct, skill, and maybe a little bit of luck too. You got to be able to use your instincts and your reaction time to find the right hole and make the right move. Skill, we have to be able to practice the right footwork and the right movements so we can use those skills combined with our instincts. And then you also have to be lucky. You have to have a good offensive line that can create the holes for you and a good game plan to game plan the right run plays. Today, we're gonna talk about the skill portion of the day so we can improve our skills, which will lend to our instincts. These 4 drills are gonna help you guys create separation, be shifty, and overall improve your footwork and get you to gain more yards. Drill number 1 is something you'd probably find in a receiver drill video, but we're going to utilize it for a running back because it's just as important for a running back, and that is called the receiver jab step. And so you've probably seen it on first down training before. You're just going to set up 5 cones in a row, and we're going to hold a football in our opposite hand, and we're going to jab with our inside foot, applying pressure, jabbing into the space in between the cones. Again, I want you guys to make sure that you guys hold that ball high and tight while planting and shifting all your weight over top of that foot inside that cone. What we're trying to do is we're going to make sure that we can apply pressure to that inside foot when we're planting so we can create separation when we cut and when we juke. Try this drill about 4 or 5 times each leg so you guys can improve your shiftiness. And then also stay tuned to drill number 2 because we're going to pair drill number 1 with drill number 2 to make an even more powerful drill, kind of like Power Rangers. Very bad joke. Go on to drill number 2. All right, so like I said, drill number 2 is combining drill number 1 with this one. And so we're gonna do the jab step like drill number 1, but now we're gonna add a shimmy and then an acceleration off of that. So mind you guys, I am not the best dancer in the world. Most of you guys will probably have a better shimmy and a better hip movement and weight transfer on this drill, but bear with me. Maybe the thing that you're gonna see on the screen right here is not exactly what it should look like, but I'm gonna try my best. Again, we're jab stepping, putting pressure on that inside foot while holding that ball high and tight, and then we shimmy those shoulders down, giving kind of a little bit of a Barry Sanders fake, and then accelerating out of that. And that acceleration is uber important because we need to make sure that we can create separation running straight down the field and leave the opponents in the dust. Do this a couple times each side, and let's move on to drill number 3. Drill number 3 is a crossover with a stick. And if anybody tells you never to cross over, they are absolutely wrong. The reason being is sometimes we get into situations where we have to cross over because our hips have to be mobile enough. Sometimes we're dodging a tackler, so we have to cross our leg over the other to get that leg out of the way. We have to be coordinated enough to not trip ourselves up, which is the main excuse for why people don't want you to cross over, because you'll trip over your feet. But on this drill, I want you guys to practice turning your hips while crossing over. We're doing a crossover step, and then we are planting with that other foot, setting ourselves up for an acceleration. And so I'm not going to use another drill on this to show us an acceleration, but you guys can pair this crossover with the plant with an acceleration to the opposite side to practice working on that crossover plant to burst. Do this drill 4 or 5 times again, just like the other drills, so you guys can work on that hip mobility and another way to cut. The 4th and final drill is called a lateral shuffle into a sprint. And we have to get side to side to vertical really quickly as a running back sometimes, especially as we're surveying the gaps and working to gain some extra yards that may not be there at first glance. So with this drill, we're gonna use some skills hurdles. They're one of my favorite things to use, but if you guys don't have skills hurdles, just use a couple cones or use some type of barrier to step over, but you need at least like 4 or 5 of them in a row to use this drill effectively. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with our shoulders facing forward with the hurdles at our side, and we're going to do 2 steps over each hurdle, and then at a coach or a partner's direction, you guys are gonna plant your feet and sprint straight downhill so you guys can get from side to side to forward in rapid succession. Do this drill several times each side at varying speeds so you guys get the body control aspect of it down. And as always, keep that ball high and tight when you're changing direction so you guys can practice ball security when you're ready to play in game. So with that, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Remember, the two biggest things that I want you guys to come away from this video with is making sure that you guys secure the ball and that you guys have to use the ground effectively. Everybody on the field is given the same ground to work with, and if you guys can use the ground to your advantage by pushing off of it correctly and maneuvering your body in the right way, you guys are going to be successful and able to juke people out and gain those extra yards. So thank you guys again so much for watching this video. Again, if it gave you value, hit that like button and subscribe to Cab Training so you don't miss anything else. And if you guys want more value on a daily basis, follow me on Instagram or TikTok. It's just Cab Training. And again, appreciate your view, appreciate you guys sticking around. Let's get better today.